Good morning, St. Lucia. Thank you very much for waking up with us right here at DBS. Of course, you're watching this morning. I'm your host, Chayla Mendez. Independence is coming up, and I thought it would be very fitting if we feature some persons who are really pioneers in various fields here in St. Lucia. So I have none other than Mr. Alwyn Santoma. I think a lot of people may know his name, and any of the youth who may be familiar with the family name and don't know who he is, we're going to get to know all about him. So first of all, thank you so much. Good morning, Mr. Santoma. How are you today?
Morning, how are you? I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be part of the enlightening process for independence because I always feel like it's something that is very important to all of us in St. Lucia, and we should be celebrating it a lot longer than we are at the moment.
I totally agree, because I feel like national pride should be going 365, every day of the year. There's always something that we should be proud of as St. Lucians. Now, with regards to that, everybody knows your family name, very well known for involvements, creative wise in the arts as well. So it would be really nice to have St. Lucia know exactly how you got involved and found yourself with art and creativity.
Well, actually, my dad didn't want us to do art because when he and Derek and these guys were doing the art for art's sake back in the days, thought, boy, he wouldn't want his friend to do art in a country like this where, you'll not be able to survive. So he never really taught us to do art. So but when he realized that Luigi and I and the boys and even the girls were drawing and painting, despite what he used to take his brushes and he used to come in and get on curse and so, where are his brushes, where are his paints and stuff. I mean, we grew up in an environment where as a child you'd see this man painting at night, and so the atmosphere was there. It was an art class, whether you liked it or not. And we lived in Central Castries, so we'd go to the town hall where the Arts Guild was performing. So we'd see, climb up in the little rats, and climb up in the little stands on the side of the little window slats, climb up in these and watch plays with all the guys, Derek and all the fellas, Old Man and Jakes and all these guys.
And I know some of your murals are actually featured presently at Alias Frases with the Murals of St. Lucia exhibition too. So I know persons can come and see some of that work as well.
Yeah, sure. Pascal, who's become my friend, he's a French photographer, an excellent photographer, called me and told me he was doing that exhibition. And, I'm always happy to assist anybody who's going to help us to promote the arts in St. Lucia because right now the arts are really on a down low. We practically marginalized as artists in St. Lucia. The artists survive despite everybody else. You understand? And it's a sad thing is that people see artists as people with nothing to do. They drink rum, play music, wake up next day, nothing. They think of artists as just dreamers, but actually the arts are very important. They're responsible for our civilization. Without the arts, we reverted to animals. And in fact, even Sir Arthur Lewis, our great economist, has a famous quote that a country without the arts is a cultural desert.
Very powerful statement at that one too. Now, with regards to that, I want to tie this in because there's a reason why we are on location right here, and Mr. Santoma is going to tell us something about a very special monument that should have been already erected here. So I'll just let St. Lucia know exactly about what's happening right here.
Well, 28 years ago, when I was just a little younger, I was still in school at school in Jamaica, at the Jamaica School of Art. There was this competition for the design of a monument to depict for the independence of St. Lucia. So we can celebrate this monument that has all our aspirations of a young nation, a symbol of national pride. So eventually Alexis Felix and I won our final designs won. My main superstructure of a bird arising in flight, because at the time the national bird, Amazona versicolor, was an endangered species. So I used it as a symbol of hope a dove arising, a bird arising in flight, because man always admired this bird who had this ability to fly. You know, his aspirations are hope. You know, in this figure, and Alexis design. What was accepted was his site. He selected the site, and he is supposed to design a base for the monument to sit on, which would involve craft centers, museums, and stuff like that, where the tourists could walk en route from Point Seraphin or from Castries and come and see this St. Lucian art on display.
St. Lucia, I really hope that you enjoyed this. It's also been very enlightening. We've gotten to know another key figure in, again, pioneering in arts and creativity right here in St. Lucia. And again, a fun fact that I didn't even know about the monument. So now I've been enlightened. Hopefully more of you watching are also enlightened too. And thank you again for tuning in. Mr. St. Omer, it's definitely been a pleasure. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Perfect. So keep watching us. This morning we'll keep bringing you more.